Hello again, my friends. Thank you for joining me in part 10 of Build a Chat App with Socket.io and jQuery. So in part 10, we're working on that click event. So what we had the click event doing so far was, let me show you and remind you. If I click, that's Star-Lord, it's not a great picture of him. And I start typing in here, Star-Lord's pictures come. But is that all that should happen here? No. First of all, I have selected an avatar to join the room, and it still tells me to. I've already done it, so this message should have gone away. That's one thing. So let's just make that happen first, but yeah, we'll make that happen first. That's an easy one. So this is my server. This is my, it happens on the click event. So where is our click event? Is this my server? Chat avatars. Oh, well, so here's my click event. I have my click event. I'm going to put this inside of its own function. So I'm going to call that function create avatar clicked event listener. I don't know. Create avatar clicked event. And right here I'm just calling it. Command, we're going to create it just right under this. Right under this function, we're going to create this function. Equals a function and pretty much what's going to go in it is this. Command X, Command V. Get rid of all this annoying white space. That's actually really dark brown. I think this is really dark brown. Some people tell me it's black. Okay, so this thing now. When you pull something out, put it in a function, you got to worry about scope. Inside of this, we have something that we created called element that this is using. So we definitely need to send that. And it's called $element. And here, just to be cool, I'm just going to call it $LM. And I just have to make sure I call it that. So what's called element here, this knows that this first parameter passed in, and right now the only parameter is LM. Do we need another parameter? And the other one's sneakier. Whenever you see you created something, that's a no-brainer, but this av it exists only between here and here, or maybe between here and here, but it definitely doesn't exist out here. So we're going to pass that in too. And remember what that av is the that's our URL for the picture we want. So I'll just keep that called av. It's short enough, but I'll put a v there instead. Okay. So when we click this, we have something called that box right here. This box right here, I think it's called new message. Dot new message. And we want to pick on one of the attributes and I'm going to show you. Let's look at the new message. New message. Oh, new message wrapper. Okay, yeah, this is new message. And this is an attribute. And the attribute is what says select an avatar to join the room. Well, we're going to select this attribute and we're going to reassign it to be blank. Where'd I go? Where'd it go? That is not where I was. I wasn't right here, but I just said switch over here. Attribute, and what's the attribute we want? Placeholder. That's what I want, and here's what I want to do with it. Make it equal to nothing. So that was easy enough to check. While I'm here, I'm going to get rid of hello. Actually, I'm going to keep it. Since we move this out, I'll just keep it for a little while longer. Oh, where'd that go? Here it is. All right, so select an avatar, and it went away, and it says hello. Okay, another problem we had was, what if you start typing in here and hit enter? It shouldn't let us do that until we select an avatar. I mean, look at it, we just got an empty circle. So how are we going to fix that? And the answer is, okay, now I'm getting rid of that hello. So let's set like a status, and I'm not going to call it status. I'm going to say let activate chatter equals false. Here also I'll call it is active, and the reason I'm calling it is active is because we're making this a Boolean, which a Boolean is something that is either true or false. And is active is a yes or no. So this is a giveaway to anyone reading the code that I am setting up a Boolean. This is part of the art of self-documenting code. You know, I'm trying. So Command C, what am I going to do with this? Well, somewhere around here we said, hey, if that event is equal to, remember when we click enter, when we click enter to send something, but yeah, you know, when we find blah, 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 I hit enter. Well, it checked for the enter, but it should have checked to see if he was active as well. So back over to here, and and is active. So if this equals true, right now it equals false, then do all this. So let's see if that blocked that. Okay. Enter. Well, it did block it, but it left the guy wondering, what's wrong? What's wrong? He can't even see his warning now. So I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe it's not that easy. Let's do a little more to it. If that happens, let's give him a warning. Let's put the warning in here, big red letters saying, you know, you gotta select an avatar first. Okay. So back to the code. So that means if he clicked it, if he tried sending something, so we could say else if not is active, then well, for right now let's just make sure we're doing things right. Wrong. Who says that? Okay. And the reason I'm checking this right away because you're thinking, yeah, this is if he is active, do this. If he's not active, then do this. Well, that's wrong because, I mean, it's half right. So why can't they say half right? That's not what I wanted. It's nice and pretty, but that's not what I wanted. Did it refresh itself? Okay. It says wrong. See, this number is counting up. Well, what if instead we had it wrong, we had it given this error message? It would give an error message every time there was a keystroke, and the truth is we want the error message only on the enter. So back to the code. We're really going to take this. Command C, Command V. If he hits enter and it's inactive, then that. And now let's just show it right away that it only says wrong. I'm hitting letters, it's not saying wrong. Here we go, I'm going to hit enter, enter, wrong. Okay, so what's it going to do? We're going to make him put it in big red letters. Okay, let's I'm going to make, do I got something called element? I got something called message. This message, I think only exists between here and there. I'm going to put error message equals, and you know what? I know what I'll do. I'll know how I'll make it separate than that. I'm going to make it a jQuery message. I showed you how to do that last time, is I'm going to jQueryize a string right from the get-go. Let's just put p tags in there. It's funny, I remember saying we were only going to use p tags once in here, and here I am using them again. So let's give this a class. The class equals a nasty message. Not nasty, but you know, not inappropriate. But I'm telling them. Cap locks. Look, I'm yelling. You must first select an avatar. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, and let's spell avatar right. Okay, and hit cap lock so I don't do it later. And then we're going to append this message where we append all the other message. I feel like we're post send message right here. Message wrapper prepend element. Well, I'm going to copy that. Prepend element, but we're going to prepend the message. So instead of putting the message here, we're putting this one, and I want it to be in big red letters. What happened to my mouse? I did not do that. I did not do that. Okay, don't know how that happened. Command C. Let's go to main CSS. Yeah, see, I made all my P's 1.5. I'll make this one bigger. Dot nasty message. So what's going to happen is we have a P tag. It's first going to give it this, and then it's going to right away it's going to change its mind and it's going to give it a new font size, which is going to be 2EM, even bigger and louder. And the font color. Oh, you don't have to say font color. Just say color for font color. Is red. Nothing fancy. All right. So we say blah, 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 blah. Enter. You must first select an avatar. So we select an avatar. I selected an avatar. And now can I hit enter? You must first select an avatar. And it's saying wrong. I really feel like I did it right. Okay. I really feel like I did it right. Where is my code? Else if is active, console wrong, and not is active. Oh. That's because when we click, we have to set it to active. Did we do that? I don't think so. Where's that click event I made? Where did I put that? I didn't make it that long ago. Click event, chat avatars. Yeah, and we have to say, what did I call it? Let's go back to line 42. I called it is active. Oh yeah, that was a smart name. Command V equals true. So when I click something, is active is true. So now it's not going to do this again. Okay. Okie dokie. First time, boom. Hit it again. I didn't, but that's fine because I didn't select something. I select something, hit it again, and you know what? I think if I hit something again, it'll. Where is my? It's really serious. Command minus. Is it not? Didn't we make that thing scroll? Command plus. That doesn't scroll. It's scrolling left and right. So am I going to push this message off the top? What in the world? What in the world? Well, first things first. Once I was able to send a message, I think I want this to go away. I swear I used to be able to like just push these off the top of the screen. I swear. But that might maybe I'm just imagining. I can go watch my own videos though and see if I made it. Okay. when we click, so I want this thing to disappear. Command C. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give it a class. So if this click, if it gets inside of this if statement, everything went good. And Command V. I'm going to add a class, and that class is going to be called hidden, and that class doesn't exist yet. But so notice the syntax on this things that have this class, add another class, and that class is called hidden, and do that whenever someone hits enter. Now you might think this guy is going to have the class hidden like 75 times, but I think once he has it, it won't give it to him again. We'll check that though. Okay. All right. So let's give this hidden some meaning, and that's over in the CSS main.css. I like to have these kind of classes that are just generic classes. At the top, display none. All right, so what are our tests? Okay, and I'm gonna hit Command ++. Okay, so you get that. Command ++. I select an avatar. I didn't have it happen when I select an avatar. I have it when I hit enter now. Okay, I like it. Now let's see if it pushes these off the end. Okay, that's not good. Cancel. So I'm going to inspect this. This might be something I put in my bug category because I wasn't anticipating this bug. If it's something I'm just going to inspect it really quick. But first, I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to inspect this. We don't need to see this. So here's it is, nasty message. And notice the class hidden is not there. But watch this when I add, well, when I select an avatar, and then when I click enter, next to this nasty message, it should say hidden. 3, 2, 1, click. Boom. The question is it going to make another class called hidden? Is it going to say hidden space hidden again? And so I'll send a message. And you think, well, it's doing something because it's scooting down the screen. What it's doing, it's putting these on it. Because remember, these are prepended. That means on the bottom, they go to the top of the list, and this was scooting down the list. But we weren't looking at that. We were just looking to see if the word hidden appeared again, and it didn't. So really quick, I'm going to inspect this. This is my message wrapper. The first place I would look is to see if my message wrapper in my main CSS has overflow hidden. So I can hit Command F, and that's opening this up to find it. Message wrapper, so it says one found. I hit find. Here it is, box sizing border box. New message wrapper, and this is message wrapper, messages wrapper. Overflow auto. Huh. Is it a flex box? Is that what's happening with this? The flex? I bet you it's the flex. Remember like with the left align, right align, the text align, putting the flex in there? So okay, I'm going to research that off screen, and I'm going to go to the bugs and messages should be scrollable. Currently, they just scrunch. Okay, that's on our bug list. All right, man, I bet you it's been longer than I think it has been. What I want to do is I really want to, when I click this, first of all, remember what we're going to do. This, before you start, this list is who's available. After you start, after I click it and I join a room, what just happened is this is become a list of who's in the room. So once I want to add, that needs some socket ingenuity. When I click that, so there's something else we're going to have to do on our click event. No, on our click event. Where do I have that thing? Wow, I don't think I really need to look at it, but no, I'm just on principle. On the click event, there's what I call it, the clicked event. We're going to do something else like, well, I'm not going to start doing it, but so here's all the things that happens. It sets that to this, it does this, and it says and that is active is true, and it sends a message to the back end. And the back end has to send a message back to the front end to everybody. That's going to be exciting, and come to think of it, it is a lot of work. So this is probably a good place to stop. Thank you very much for watching.